What's up, guys? It is Brandon from the Two-Piece Mandem Talks Football. You know, it is another video, another day. It's international football, but there's something that I actually want to address. This is from Fabrizio Romano. This is regarding our midfielder, Moises Caicedo. Now, Real Madrid, for those that don't know, Real Madrid are basically looking for a new midfielder, right? And Moises Caicedo, you know, that transfer saga we had with Liverpool, I think was two or three seasons ago, about if he's going to come to Liverpool, if he was going to come to Chelsea. He was in London, and then all of a sudden the deal was agreed with Brighton and De Zerbi for the fee for Moises Caicedo, and it looked like, okay, the deal has been agreed. It was like Moises Caicedo wants to go to Liverpool, and then all of a sudden Moises Caicedo comes out and says, listen, I'm going to stay at Chelsea. I want to stay at Chelsea. I want to go to Chelsea. He confirmed it, and we got it confirmed over the line. Todd Bowley said, wait, over there, we'll get a deal done with Brighton. And we got it done in the end. We got Moises Caicedo. Considering we were not in the best of positions in the league as well, and where we finished in the league at that time as well was dreadful. But in the end, we still got Moises Caicedo, right? And we've seen Moises Caicedo at his best. Recently, we haven't seen him at his best. Recently, the team are not at their best. The confidence is gone, and it's been shot. Let's just call it for what it is. But we have seen Moises Caicedo as his best. And we know when he's at his best, he is a title-winning midfielder, in my opinion. He's still a title-winning midfielder. He's still our N'Golo Kante, and he's still our Claude Makelele. Now, this came out from Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano basically said, the person at Caicedo, if he wants to be, he asked if Real Madrid are looking for a midfielder, would you basically be interested in that? You know, be moving from Chelsea to Real Madrid, which is obviously a massive jump. I mean, Thibaut Courtois has done it. Eden Hazard has done it. Antonio Rudiger has gone from Chelsea to Real Madrid. Because who would not want to go to Real Madrid? And when you're hearing that Real Madrid may want Caicedo, it is worrying. And it goes to show you the quality that, you know, Caicedo has and what type of money Real Madrid are willing to pay for. And now let me show you this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you this. Bam! This is what has been said, ladies and gentlemen. Moises Caicedo, when asked about Real Madrid looking for a midfielder, I want to become a Chelsea legend. I want to become a Chelsea legend, ladies and gentlemen. I'm under contract at Chelsea, and my focus is Chelsea and Ecuador. Told the Electricutov TV or whatever they call it, I'll pronounce it. I don't know. I don't care how they pronounce it, bro. Moises Caicedo wants to become a Chelsea legend. Moises Caicedo is committed at Chelsea Football Club, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not only just Reece James that is committed, it is also Moises Caicedo. And to me, that means everything, because even if we don't get Champions League, even if we don't get a trophy this season, he still wants to stay with us, and that means a lot. That genuinely means a lot as a Chelsea fan, because if we don't get top four, if we don't get Champions League or trophy this season, yeah, considering the speculations that we're under as well, we can lose a lot of our good players, a lot of our most impactful players that got us to where we are now and got us competing at such high levels. And we need Champions League. It's as simple as that. Because it's not just... Champions League isn't just earning the most money. Champions League is where you want to be at. Obviously, the money counts in the aspects of that. But that's where you want to play. That's the competition you want to be in. And also, when you want to attract players to make your squad stronger. If you don't have Champions League, why on earth would a player want to go to you? Because every player wants to play in the Champions League. Do you think every player wants to play in the Europa League? Mate, come on. They want to play in Champions League football. They want game time. It's as simple as that. If you don't have Champions League football, you will not be able to get big players. It's as simple as that. You won't be able to get the players that can improve your squad drastically and traumatically. Do you know what I'm saying? So it will just be long. So we have to get Champions League. It's as simple as that. If we don't get it, then, you know, it's going to be long. But it's just good to know that Reece James and Caicedo are committed to this football club. I mean, we knew Reece James was always committed to this football club anyway. He's one of our own. Just to know that Caicedo's committed as well. Because if we lose Caicedo, let's be honest, right? I know he hasn't been brilliant in our last couple of games, but in the majority of our games, He's put in some brilliant tackles. He's been one of our best games. I still remember when we played at Tottenham, and I know it's Tottenham, right? But still, Neto gave the ball away. Caicedo didn't moan. Caicedo didn't complain. He won the ball back, ladies and gentlemen. Squared it to João Pedro and scored. That is what you want from a midfielder. He didn't just complain. He didn't give it up. He still continued to win the ball, fam. Yeah? That moment told me everything I needed to know. That was all Moises Caicedo. What midfielder is doing that right now in world football? You tell me. Most defensive midfielders are probably going to give that up and get back to their position. He still pressed for that ball, bro. Yeah? I know it's Tottenham, and I know Tottenham are on the verge of getting relegated. Let's call it for what it is. But fam, you have to take that into account, ladies and gentlemen. You have to take in the tenacity, heart, passion, and desire from Caicedo to do that. And it's just as simple as that. So it's just good to know that he is just staying at our club. It's good to know that he's committed, even under our terrible ownership and this manager who I believe should get sacked. I mean, you all know my thoughts on the manager regardless, right? It's just good to know that he's here. He wants to be a legend. There's Kante, there's Makalele, and there's Caicedo. Caicedo will be at that point soon in his career. I do believe that he will be at that point. He just needs the right players around him, fam. He needs the right players around him. It's as simple as that. Not flipping Garnacho, not Liam Delap. Do you know what I'm saying? Not Tosin, not freaking Badiashile, not freaking Robert Sanchez, not these bozos who are not title-winning players. These players are not going to win you titles, right? It's just as simple as that. They're not good enough to win you titles. It's just as simple as that. You know, that's just how it is. Even Andre Santos, he's a good player, but he's not a guy that's going to win you titles. Pedro Neto, squad player. He's not going to win you titles, but as a squad player, he can do some damage. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just as simple as that. We have to build, not just around Reece, but around Caicedo. We have to build around these players. You have to build around these players that want to stay at the club, because these players are literally the best at their role. Not at this moment in time, but we all know they're brilliant at their role. Like, let's call it for what it is. They're brilliant at their role, and they're brilliant for what they do for their club and country as well. We have to keep Moises Caicedo. I don't know what the extension is going to be. Make sure do some like death row long contract or something like that for Moises Caicedo, because everyone knows the quality of him. Everyone still wants him. It's as simple as that. There's so many players, so many teams in world football want Caicedo.